come as a reminder for many. Communication is vital, and when power goes out, so does much of our technology. Valley News Team's Hope Hanselman met up with a group of local amateur radio operators to find out how they're prepared to get us through it. And Hope, what's their answer?
Amy, amateur radio, or ham radio, is not only a hobby for people of all ages, it also keeps us safe, more than you might realize. And today those operators are preparing for the worst. Nationally, Ham Field Day helps those operators train for emergency scenarios, but right here at home, they're already familiar with some of them.
The lines of communication opened for Kenneth Christensen more than 30 years ago.
W0CZ is in Charlie Zebra.
Before cell phones, before email, Kenneth had a small camper and a 5-watt radio.
Last summer I got up one day in northern Minnesota and I talked to Australia early in the morning.
He's one of hundreds of thousands of amateur radio operators in the country. Millions around the world, and he's part of a greater good.
We had ham radio at the tornado at Wilmer about 4 years ago.
When disaster hits and cell phones and email go out, Ken's lines of communication keep emergency responders on the air.
Calling CQ Field Day. Do you copy?
Right now, we're trying to get as many communications across the country as we can.
You'll find them on the airwaves this weekend,
CQ Field Day, CQ.
as dozens of others gather in Sabin to prepare for the worst.
This is W0W.
Field Day is sort of the practice for North America, as if the regular systems went down and everyone has to operate by emergency systems.
So when we see the worst, these hams have the power to talk us through.
Whiskey Zero Whiskey.
Amy, we've recently seen these radio operators in action. After the Boston Marathon attacks, phone systems went down and the only reliable form of communication was through amateur radio. So clearly their efforts can be invaluable.
Very interesting. Thank you, Hope. The Ham Field Day will be going on in Sabin City Park until tomorrow afternoon. Operators are inviting anyone to come out to learn more about what they do.